Hello, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
This is English language class. So I'll be considering an interesting topic titled sentence. And as we all know, sentence is very general. We want to talk of English expressions. We want to talk of English utterance. We want to talk of communication. And of course, there is no how communication takes place without sentence. And this sentence is the basic foundation of English grammar that we all know. And I want to talk of sentence. Different scholars have defined the concept of sentence in different ways, different angles by which they understand it and give their own opinion or provide a conceptual analysis to the concept of sentence. So, in a nutshell, the concept of sentence does not have a particular definition because there are different definitions of sentence by different scholars and so on and so forth. Now, generally, one can define sentence as, let's say, a sentence is a group of English words which expresses a complete thought. So this simply means that every grammatical sentence must have what we call thoughts. And the thought here simply makes sense. It must have a sense, right? It must have meaning. It must have a message that such sentence or such expression convey to the listener. And particularly if it is face-to-face communication, the other party will ought to understand what the speaker is saying at that communicative process at that time. So sentence is very insequential, very important that it will ought to express a complete sense or a complete thought. Now we have two types of sentence. Basically there are two types of sentence. One, we have types of sentence according to function. And then two, we have types of sentence according to structure. So we're looking at these numbers of sentence or types of sentences. Now, one, we say types. According to function, here we're talking about what we call declarative sentence. We're also going to talk about interrogative sentence. Then we're going to talk about imperative sentence. And then the fourth one here is going to look at what we call exclamatory sentence. So these are the four basic types of sentences under according to function. Now, the word function simply means the role that the sentence of this nature trying to perform in the communicative term. And we'll talk of number one, talk of declarative sentence. Declarative sentence has to do with facts. This is a statement or a sentence that goes straight to the point. I get it? That is the nature of declarative sentence. It goes straight to the point. It treats facts. It has to do with factual. It has to do with the way the thing is and say it the way it is. Are you getting it? It has the philosophy of what ought to. You understand? That is what we call declarative sentence. And a good example of declarative sentence, one can say that the man is a kind fellow. This is a simple sentence under declarative sentence. The man is a kind fellow. So it means that that man that the speaker here is making reference to is a good person. Are you getting it? So that is how declarative sentence operates. Now the second one is called interrogative sentence. So let us quickly take a short note under interrogative sentence. The word interrogative simply means questioning. Therefore, interrogative sentence are a set of English expressions that ask WH questions. Set of English expressions that ask or used to ask WH question. So example of interrogative sentence, one can ask and say maybe, what is your name? With question mark. So as we all know, under the sentence what we discuss that every sentence begins with a capital letter and eventually ends with punctuation. So the nature of interrogative sentence permits one to always cap it up with question mark. And that's always felt by whenever I say exam, in exam where students ask question, then punctuate with what we call full stop. No, when you ask a question, the correct punctuation mark for such expression will be question mark. So every interrogative sentence ends with question mark. Is that okay? Yes. One can also ask, how old are you? So all this is what we call interrogative sentence. Then the third one is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. That is the third one, imperative sentence. And when we talk about imperative sentence, these are a set of English expressions. These are a set of English expressions. A set of English expressions used to express command. Used to express command or give command. Express command or give command. It's a set of English expressions used to give command or express command. Example of imperative sentence is, one can say, get out of here. Or, sorry, one can apply this. One can say sit down. And so on and so forth. So these are examples of imperative sentence. Get out of here. Or get out. Get out. So these are examples of imperative sentence. Also, the last one, or the last we'll be looking at this afternoon is exclamatory sentence. The exclamatory sentence, are a set of English statements that are used to show surprise. To show surprise, anger, etc. And it is usually ends with exclamatory bullets. Exclamatory bullets. Exclamatory bullets. One example of exclamatory statement is, "Oh, sweet Jesus." Ha! Save our soul. And so on and so forth. So these are examples of exclamatory statement or sentence.
So what is exclamation? Bullets, not and the end of that.
Oh, that is the joke.
That's the main one.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Depend on you too. You can apply there and also apply it here. And you can try to use comma here. You can try to put comma and put it here. And it depends on you. But the exclamation bullet must be there. Are you getting it? So this is the way the stress is. Oh, you know, when I shout "hold" now, people want to draw attention. People want to have notice. So that is the essence of exclamatory. Are you getting it? You use it to call attention or draw people's attention. So that's what I'm saying. It is used to show surprise, anger, the essence of. And that's what I'm saying. Types of sentences according to function.
You can also use to show joy.
Joy, yes. Oh, sweet Jesus. Any questions? So very simple. So maybe when you log in, you read more about it. You find different examples of this. So see you tomorrow. Because we are packing already.
Your camera ready to see you.